In Ukraine, there is a strong pressure on those members of parliament who do not want to vote for the ban on the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. They are threatened with lynching or even hanging. It all began with a statement by the Speaker of Parliament, Ruslan Stefanchuk, who said that bills to ban the UOC are not brought to the floor because there are not enough votes for them.
Поки немає 226 голосів навколо такого важливого законодавчого акту, виносити його в зал, провалювати для того, щоб просто потішити Російську Федерацію, це просто безглуздо і юридично, і політично безвідповідально.
The media and radicals immediately responded to these words. The leader of C14, Yevhen Karas, stated on his Telegram channel that he would punch the face of any MP who refuses to vote for the ban on the UOC. I may not reach everyone, of course, but I will set an example. The country will support it further, Karas said, demanding a list of MPs with specific names. Interestingly, but Karas's words received a response at the highest level. One of the most consistent supporters of the OCU and opponents of the UOC in power, the head of the Parliament Committee on Humanitarian and Information Policy, Mykyta Poturaev, effectively called for providing Karas and his comrades with lists of MPs who would not want to vote for the UOC ban.
Я неодноразово казав, що без тиску громадськості і медіа ми, на жаль, цього не зробимо. Тобто, якщо потрібно, щоб все ж таки країна знала поіменно, хто з депутатів Верховної Ради готовий голосувати ще до голосування, а хто не готовий, то я неодноразово просив колег-медійників і колег з громадського сектору, щоб просто методом, як то кажуть, продзвону, були з'ясовані позиції.
Consequently, Poturaev urged journalists to call MPs and find out their position on the UOC. Why? To voice it in the media, create negative coverage, and of course incite radicals against those MPs. Personally suggested to his audience to hang the MPs who are not willing to vote for the ban on the UOC. This post was viewed by nearly 150,000 people. Karas's like-minded individuals in the comments proposed shooting, cutting and castrating such deputies. For example, in support of Karas's initiative, one of the leaders of the radical organization Tradition and Order, Christian Udarov, spoke out. Udarov stated that there will be plenty of people like him and Karas. But who are Karas and Udarov, and can their threats be ignored in a war-torn country flooded with weapons? Head of C14, Yevhen Karas, has been known for organizing attacks on individuals he deems incorrect or insufficiently patriotic for many years. For example, in 2018, his C14 group attacked a Romani camp in Kyiv. Karas has also organized actions near the Kyiv-Pechersk Lavra. Journalists of the Hromadske news outlet point out that the name C14 is the first part of the Nazi code 14/88, where 14 is the number of words in the iconic phrase of the American racist David Lane, while 88 is the digital representation of the slogan Heil Hitler. C14 members have been labeled as Nazis by the international organization Bellingcat, as well as by publications such as The Washington Post, Reuters and Radio Liberty. Even the British Parliament has expressed concerns about Karas' actions. Nevertheless, Yevhen Karas is a prominent media figure in Ukraine, appearing on major television channels, commanding a large audience and wielding influence. Even if he does not personally carry out acts of violence against MPs, he has many followers willing to carry out any of his directives. Therefore, 3 questions arise in this regard. 1. In a democratic country, can the government exert pressure on members of parliament to vote a certain way, especially in conjunction with those who threaten them with violence or harm? 2. Will members of parliament vote freely and objectively after such threats? 3. If the UOC is ultimately banned after these actions, can such a vote be considered legitimate? We invite you to answer these questions independently.